Alright, so we got a package here. New crank and piston. So .460 92mm piston. These are my crank shims. My piston rings are in here. Made in Japan rings. Not gonna open those yet. Take a look at the piston. It does come with a wrist pin. Now, just want to take some measurements. So, from here to here, on this piston measures out roughly 6/30 thousandths. Now, I have another piston here. This is a stalker, which measures out roughly 698 thousandths. So I think we're good. Because the dish piston has a little bit different compression height because it's dish. The flat top piston is the same as the 630. This does have some really big valve reliefs in it. Exceptionally deep. I'll measure the intake valve relief depth now, which is almost 200 thousandths, 196 thousandths. And it's about the same on the exhaust. So it is reinforced in the back, embossed for the piston relief, for the valve reliefs. It is a very nice piston. It does have less oiling holes. You see the oiling holes? There are no oiling holes on the sides here for the oil rings. They're just here. They're just on the front and on the back. Maybe a serial number. 1799609. Another NR Racing sticker. Must have 5,000 of these. Yeah. Another 400 bucks going into this motor. And the grand finale here. I don't know how it says, but the coup de la main, or whatever they say. This is my balance stroker crank. I don't know if you guys know it yet or not, but I'm going for the world record big block, 8th mile world record, which is, I believe, 9.5 seconds. But I need to check that. I'm not sure. It could be 8.5. I think it's 8.5 at 85 miles an hour. So here we go. Let's check this out. Okay. So we definitely have some holes drilled on this side. That was weird. So we definitely have some holes drilled on this side. And this side definitely has some Mallory in it. Lots and lots of welds. Now, I know one thing that sucks is that I think right in this area I'm gonna have to cut a little bit out to clear my cam, and it looks like this is the side that they were trying to make heavier. I mean, I just have to take the smallest little bit of material out, like probably this little strip here, probably, I don't know if you can see this little score. I have to do that about almost a 1/16 of an inch thick, maybe 100,000 thick. Man, they really added a lot of weight to that side of the crank. That's bananas. But this crank, this piston, and the rod that I have, it's balanced for. So this is the crank, piston, rod, and my welded up head and all this, etc., etc. This is hopefully going to allow me to spin my engine 10,000 RPMs. I don't think I'm going to have to spin it that hard. I am actually in the process now of working with the super secret company. I can't mention any names, but haven't even worked it out yet, so I don't want to talk about it. But I might be getting sent some parts, some prototypes to try out, that might actually help me hit or break this record. Some prototype parts from a major corporation in the mini bike go-karting world. Haven't still talked about contracts and stuff like that. We're doing that today, but it's not NR racing. But they want to push me forward. They want to make this happen. So we got all the right stuff. I currently ordered this and the piston new. It's lighter weight, and it's just exactly what I need. I already have a stroker crank and a billet piston in there. These ones are just, this one's balanced. This is a little bit lighter weight with a little bit deeper valve reliefs, so I can run the higher lift cam that I have. It's running now, but with these deeper valve reliefs I'll be able to get a little bit more head gasket thickness down, and tighten that up. I was running into a little bit of valve clearance issues, and I had to put a little bit too much head gasket in there for me to really be happy with, but I just had to put that in there to get my clearances. I actually set my clearance piston to head at 40 thousandths when I wanted it at 30. So now I can drop that back down to 30 thousandths and be at spec. These are all like the little things, just getting all your specs right. Costs a little bit more money, but if you're going for a world record, that's what it takes. Other things I called Sudco. Sudco is the manufacturer of Keem and Mikuni carbs. Actually, the package came in today. This is the stuff that talking with them. This is a custom emulsion tube for a TM carburetor, and these are two richer needles, which means they're a little bit thinner. One's thinner than the next. So the stock needle, then you have this one that's thinner, and this one's even thinner. And this is all working to be able to run my methanol and nitromethane. And this is all only next thing I'm waiting on is from VP. VP is actually sending me a fuel mixture that's 70% methanol, I think 3% water, and 4%, 3% water, 70 something percent, and it's 12% nitromethane, and it's coming already mixed in one jug, special just for yours truly here. But for now, that's the latest and greatest on the parts. I'll keep you guys informed.